Let's start with the heavyweight tie. Not much mistake about it. Real Madrid and Manchester City. Interesting, the odds here. The bookies have Real Madrid as 2-1. Outsiders, Manchester City, prohibitive favourites to progress through to the quarter-finals. Julien Laurent, is this the way you see it? Is this the way you see the balance of power in this tie?
It's a bit more 50-50 for me, I have to say. I don't think there's a clear favourite, whether that's City or Real Madrid. Real Madrid have a lot of experience of the Champions League, even without Cristiano Ronaldo. Manchester City, especially under Pep Guardiola, it's been a bit more difficult for them. But for me, this is the tie of the round. Pep Guardiola going back to Spain, and not just as the Man City manager, but also with everything that he represents with Catalonia and going back to Madrid as well. He's had obviously a long story of games with Barcelona and Bayern Munich in Madrid at the Bernabeu. He will go back there. It's a great chance for Zinedine Zidane as well to show that he's not just about man management, but he can also tactically outsmart someone like Pep Guardiola. I think it's a fantastic tie that we'll have coming up.
What are you expecting, Craig? Because by that stage, all of City's eggs could be in this Champions League basket, couldn't they?
If they're pretty much not already, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, whether the City fans like it or not, and they've been steadfast in saying, UEFA, we don't really care, but the owners and the manager and the players care. And it is the one thing, like PSG, that's managed to slip them by. So I expect the unexpected, because that's kind of what both teams have given us this year, particularly City. You know, losing the games that they've lost to the teams that they've lost again, that have put them behind the 8 ball in their chase of Liverpool. And they've spent billions of dollars, and ultimately, Guardiola's got over the line in this competition before. Bayern Munich took him to get over the line. He went there to get over, he couldn't do it, and so far he's been unable to do it at Manchester City. So a lot of pressure. One of the other things is, I know it's not as big a game, but the Lyon-Juventus tie, whereas they'll be in Turin. The punters over there will be like, wow, that's it. But, those kind of games, whilst I don't expect Juventus to lose, it's so one-sided, I bet you, in terms of the bookies, that it puts the pressure on Maurizio Sarri's team to get the job done.
We will certainly get to Juve a little later.
Well, I've done it already.
Covered. Okay, so, tick that box. Is more pressure on Manchester City, given what we just saw, those 6 years in a row with disappointing exits early on?
I don't think there'll be any more pressure on them than they'll put on themselves regardless. Pep Guardiola just wants to win. And yes, it is important, but I mean, I agree with Craig that these two teams have thrown performances out this season that just have been unexpected. But the only thing we can go on is if they play to their best.
Yeah.
And for me, if they play to their best, Man City will share it, because every team is able to get at Real Madrid. And if Man City are at their best going forward, they'll score goals.
Yeah.
I slightly disagree with Stevie that there isn't more pressure on Manchester City, because last season they all said, well, look, if you had given us winning the league and winning other trophies and FA Cup and this and that and the other, and trade that for having been eliminated in Champions League, we would have taken it. Well, now they don't have the league to fall back on. That's gone.
Yeah.
That's walked out the door. So now...
Don't you think, though, Ali, that the fact that they're in the position they're in now in the Premier League, the fact that they're struggling so badly defensively, that's kind of almost taken a little bit of pressure off. I mean, this time last year, we're going, City are flying. City are one of the best. Is there a better team on the planet?
Yeah.
So maybe in some ways it takes just a little bit of pressure away, don't you think?
I don't see it that way. I think the pressure is squarely on their shoulder, because this is the one competition that they're going after and that they can actually win. They can win the league. And so the other thing that I would say is that they've been saying all along, well, let's just wait till Laporte gets back. When Aymeric Laporte comes back, then we're going to be a complete team, and then we're not going to have injury issues, and we're going to be the best version of ourselves. Okay, well, he's going to be back. And here's Champions League, and here's the opportunity. And what do you get? Real Madrid. The one team that you didn't want to get.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.